Welcome back, people, again to MG Sports TV. This won't be a topic where people are going to argue. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, for a day-to-day, like, I'm in the comment section. In our comment section, it's like a boxing match, a Tyson versus Holyfield, a boxing match in my comment section. I just wonder. Anyways, big up on yourself, people. Massive, massive respect. What we're going to do this morning, we're going to dive into some statistics and also look at Hallgrimsson's run so far in the CONCACAF Nations League. Now, I understand that many of the games that in the earlier qualification stage of the Nation League, these are not included. This is actually into the more serious part of the Nation League where things got really, really serious. So the qualifications technically out of it. So because I think I don't remember. But so we'll put the qualifications part of it. So it's just basically the serious games, which is a total of 7 games. 7 serious games. And this includes, I think it may include the 2-2 versus Mexico in it. That draw. So we're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on the details. And also we're going to look at our most important player throughout the Nations League campaign. Who was our most valuable, our most important player throughout the Nations League campaign? So big up on yourself, people. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. No need to argue this time. This is going to be one of those cool, calm, and collective type of video. So we don't need if you have backs that throw punches at each other for this one. I tear out your head. But as you know, I kind of like the to and from sometimes, Sometimes. Especially when the person may speak to kind of have their head on the body and then can reason and we can reason and we can, share big bounce points off each other like that. Anyways, hit the like button, people. Please, it's very, very crucial. It's really, really crucial that you hit the like button. Extremely crucial that you do so. Anyways, let's get into the meat of the matter. So, Nation League. Let's start off first by bringing up some graphics on it. So, first of all, we're going to look at the running that we have so far in our form. Want to have a look at our form coming into this big matchup versus USA in Nation League. It's very important that we understand what is happening at this present moment. So first of all, let's have a look at this now. So this is what happened. This is what's happening. Our last 14 competitive games. And the reason why I always use competitive games are, Hallgrimsson would have already alert us to know that practice games aren't necessarily really that crucial to Hallgrimsson. So he looks at players in the practice game. So the reason why I'm using competitive games, because this ideally would give you a more in-depth insight on how things look in the competitive games. So the last 14 competitive games that we have played, we have won 7, we have drawn 5, and we have lost twice. We have scored 27 goals whilst conceding 16. In my view, 100% in my view, I believe that is too much goals to concede. And many persons might say, no, it's fairly okay. No, in my view, 16 goals, that's a bit too much. Playing 7 games, 14 games conceded 16 goals. You basically concede 1.01 or 1.1 goal per match. Nah, I don't think that's actually good enough. We can do better. I believe that we can do better in that aspect. Anyways, let's have a look now on the Nations League matchups. Let's have a look at the Nation League games that we have played so far. Now this is this is actually one of the important aspects of it. So we have played 7 games so far in the Nation League. That includes 4 win, 2 draw, 1 loss. That 1 loss comes from Canada when Canada beat us Saturday morning in Jamaica. The games don't have an empty stadium and the tickets were free. Imagine no, tickets free, all inclusive, and the stadium practically empty. Anyways, let's get to the meat of the matter. So we have back to the point again. Scored 16 goals in those 7 games and turned around and conceded 11. So you see what I'm talking about now? Personally, I don't think we should be conceding that amount of goals. And this is actually in Nation League. So this is not the 14 games. So we're going to put aside the 14 games. We're going to put aside the 14 games that we have played so far. This is just strictly the Nation League. So we'll concede 2 versus Canada. That's in the second leg. That's in Canada. And then we'll concede 2 again versus Canada in the first leg. That's 4 goals. We conceded 2 versus Haiti in the group stages of the Nation League. So that's a total of 6 goals. We conceded 1 versus Grenada. That's 7 goals. 2 again versus Haiti. That's 9 goals. And then we conceded the 2 goals in the 2-2 draw versus Mexico. That is 11 goals. So you see that conceding goals are something we have to work on. Remember now, if we play 7 games and concede 11 goals, luckily, we're scoring a lot of goals. Luckily, we have a lot of goal scorers. Because if we don't, it would be a problem. But as you know, that the defensive structure is something that we have to work on. And I believe that USA, seeing those numbers, are going to smile. Now, if Hallgrimsson can, because one thing for sure, we will score. And we have scored in almost every single game we have played. In the last 14 games we have played, we have only one game. There was only one game we haven't scored in. In the last 14 competitive games, only one game we haven't scored in. And that was when we played against, it was Mexico in the Gold Cup final. That semi-finals? Gold Cup semi-finals. It was the only game we haven't scored in the last 14 games, which means that we guaranteed to score goals, competitive games. We guarantee to score goals. The issue we're having here is conceding goals. Now, what I'm going to do, people, we're going to have a look at the key players so far in this competition for us in the Nation League. So let's have a look at these players. These are the guys who have proven themselves to be the most valuable player to the Reggae Boyz campaign in the Nation League. So, I know you might see a few names missing. You're going to say, hey, so where is that player? Where is this player? No, these are the persons who have contributed. Remember, I already said that in the Gold Cup, we have scored how much? A total of, in the Nation League, my apologies, Mr. Gold Cup, in Nation League, we have scored a total of 16 goals. And combine what you're looking at right here, we have a total of 12 goals combined between these 3 players. So we will have 3 other goals will come from wherever I come from. Only 3 other goals that. So those other goals that come from Leon Bailey, Romario Williams, and I think it was an own goal. I believe it. I think it was an own goal. Anyways, so goals where goals are concerned. First, we have Shamar Nicholson, 5 goals, 0 assists, and total of 5 goals contribution. Then we have Bobby Reid, 4 goals, 1 assist, and that concludes the 5 goals contribution. Demarai Gray now, we have 3 goals, 1 assist, and a total of 4 goal contribution. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting this, I'm not showcasing, guys, the players that that the USA team will be looking at and say, okay, these are the numbers that these guys are dropping, so we have to keep a keen eye on them. No, interestingly enough, throughout the duration, after running through the numbers, out of all the players we have in the Reggae Boyz squad, would you believe that the underlying numbers for this particular player would have put this player as, at this moment, as our best player? You know what? I'm going to say the name. I'm going to say the name, but I kind of delay. The reason I delay, I want to put in the comment section first before I delay. So I'm going to put the name at the end of the video. I'm going to put the name at the end of the video. This, someone wants to comment right now. And whilst you comment, hit the like button. Whilst you're commenting, hit the like button. This particular player, his numbers, not just goals or assists or whatever. I'm talking about his pass percentage, key passes, attacking sprints, true passes, all these things, defensive work rate, all of these things, his numbers would have put him as one of possibly our best player throughout the duration. Anyways, so these are what the numbers, so these are what it looks like. So, total goals, total persons who have scored goals for us. Bobby Reid 4, Boza 5, Demarai Gray 3, Leon Bailey 1, Romario Williams 1. Assists, Bob Reed 1. Daniel Johnson 3. He actually had a good campaign as well. Damian Lowe 1. Deshaun Bernard 1. Mario Williams 1. Mikel Antonio 1. And Demari Gray 1. Surprisingly enough, throughout the campaign, no goals from Mikel Antonio. Yes, he played a pivotal role, but no goals from him. And the two players in and around Mikel Antonio, in Shamar Nicholson and Demari Gray, won't be available. So Mikel Antonio, despite scoring over the weekend, this means that he has to step up to get the job done this time around. Yes, we know that he plays a key role in keeping the defenders active, very, very active. But we need some goals now. We definitely need some goals. Anyways, so finally, the players that, in particular, who actually his numbers are kind of superior to most of the other players. His name is none other than drum roll, Bobby Reed. Bobby the Cordova Reed. His numbers are phenomenal. And surprisingly, during the time period, most persons will talk about Demari Gray and Bailey, yeah. But go and check it out for yourself, people. Look at his numbers. Look at all of the games there, because look, a whole such and details right down. Do all for research. That's why the reason this video didn't take so long to come out. Anyways, so Bobby Reed is that player. Many might not agree, because I must say, boy, the eye test tell them different, but that's how it is. I understand. Big up on yourself, people. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time. And I believe you guys will enjoy this one. And that's the reason why I want you guys to hit the like button. Help the video to go, help more persons get these information. And the one over cussing, you don't have to hit the like button on that. But on this, yeah, where people can relate to. Big up on yourself, people. MG Sports TV. We're out. Have a wonderful day. Big up. Boom. We're out.